I'm going to show you how to make chocolate chip cheesecake dip. This dip feels fancy, but it's really simple. It takes little time to make, and it doesn't require much ingredients. It has the texture of a cheesecake while also the flavor of chocolate. You'll see that making this dessert doesn't always have to be complicated. First, you will need to gather your ingredients. You will need 1 cup of chocolate chips, 3/4 cup of butter, 8 ounces of cream cheese, 3/4 cup of powdered sugar, and 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Then you will need to gather your utensils. You will need a mixing bowl, measuring cups, tablespoons for your brown sugar and your vanilla, and you will need a spatula to scrape the sides of your bowl as well as a mixer. First, you want to set out your cream cheese and butter to soften. This way, whenever you start mixing it, it's easier to mix and it's easier for everything to blend easily. So I'm going to start by putting 8 ounces of cream cheese in the bowl. You want to make sure that you scrape the sides of your cream cheese. That way you get all of this inside the bowl and you don't leave anything out. I did wash my hands before this as well. And then you want to add 4 tablespoons of butter, so which would be half a stick. After you add those 2 things, you want to mix until it's like creamy and smooth. I'm going to turn it up a little bit more, that way you can mix it faster. Okay. And it's good to scrape out the sides of this because it says you can like thaw it out for 15 minutes, but you really never know until it feels soft. And you kind of want to scrape the sides of the bowl just so you can get all the product off the edges. I'm going to now add 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. You want to make sure the brown sugar is packed tightly into this spoon because you want to make sure all the product is in there and you're not leaving any extras left out. Now you can add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Sometimes I like to add a little bit more vanilla just because I like vanilla more. And that's just how I do with a lot more of my recipes, so I'll just add 1 teaspoon. And you will need 3/4 cup of powdered sugar. Powdered sugar you don't necessarily have to pack as much, but you can just scrape the top off like this. I have a 1/4 cup, so I'm just going to add 3 of them. Then you can mix until you feel like it's combined evenly. And it's better if you have like a mixer that's not it does it for you. This way you can choose the settings and allow it to mix easier. See, this is a consistency you want to start getting, like a dip consistency. Not so powdery. I'll use this knife to chips in. That way you don't, the chocolate chips can get mixed in easily. Folding is like just adding a few at a time and then mixing it. Usually half a bag is like a cup or two. So I'm just gonna add half. This is good to eat with like graham crackers, strawberries, wafers, really anything you want. I like to eat mine with graham crackers, and you literally just dip it, stick your graham cracker in, and it's ready to go. So now you can transfer your dip into a serving bowl, and you can set it. I would recommend letting it, put it in the fridge so that it's cooler. Usually it's ready to eat whenever. I wish I had my own manual mixer, but so to wrap this up, this dip is great for when you're you're in a rush and you're on the run, and you can bring it to parties, late night snacks, or just hanging out with your friends. And it's really simple and easy to make with ingredients you might even have at home. And it requires 6 ingredients. And now you know how to make chocolate chip cheesecake dip on your own without any help. And yeah, in conclusion.